was the hardest part. And I wanted to go into my first show like hot. I wanted to be my first time they saw the name, or
Hmm.
saw me, that it was going to be the best that
Yeah,
I got. I will say it wasn't. It's tough to face that.
yeah.
So it's tough to face doing all this work and really trying to learn your body.
Hmm.
um my coaches say, now you know what you cannot get away with.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
um
Hmm.
One person can have a full cheat meal and the body is just fine. Another person can't.
Yeah, yeah,
um so learning that and learning the self-discipline is the kind of the main reason why I started this.
yeah,
So I was like, if I can push my body and my mind and all of it wrapped in, emotional strength, mental strength, physical was the easy part.
hmm,
Getting in the gym and
Mm.
doing the work, is that's the easy part.
hmm,
It's telling myself, no, I can't have that,
yeah,
or you have to do this.
yeah.
That's the hardest part.
Hmm.
And I have figured, if I can do that, if I can build this self-discipline to push my body in ways where I've never done it before, where it's never been pushed, then I should be able to have that bleed into different parts of my life. So
Mm.
into my career, into my personal life, I should be able to build that self-discipline to achieve, no matter what setting I'm in,
Yeah.
whether I'm in the gym or at work or at home,
Hmm.
friends, family. I should be able to have that strength already, and that's kind of the main core of why I started all of
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly why we did 75 hard and shit last year
Mm-hmm.
twice and stuff. That's the whole reason. The same thing that you're saying is because
Yeah.
we need that discipline to bleed into like every part of our life. We want to be better dads. We want to be better husbands. We want to be
Right.
better business owners. Like
Mm-hmm.
all of that. It's not just about, okay, I'm working out every day, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get jacked. That has nothing to do with it. That's like the least thing that we're worried about. The
Yeah.
thing that we're worried about is showing up every day and
Right.
being and putting in the work that doing what you're supposed to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
To get to those, being better. It's
Right.
not just about what you look like. And it's the discipline part is fucking, it's definitely the hardest part, and it's something
It
that can
is.
go away very quickly if you don't keep stay at it.
Yeah.
You always have to keep building on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I
16,
Mhm.
and then I went to, when I knew I was gonna get out in 2017, I went back to Saipan and I was exploring the market back home.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I went home, I started asking questions like, "Hey, who's the photographers here?
Mhm.
What businesses do it here?" And at that time, there was only two people that were doing it. One called Cello Photos
Yeah.
by Sylvan.
We actually took pictures with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then the other wedding photographer, Lauren Benson, but she left Saipan already.
Okay.
So I felt that it was the time to go back home because I was able to, like, I wanted to gain the experience.
Mhm.
Because out here it's like they do it more so like reviews, right? Like they look at the reviews
Yeah.
and all of that.
On
Back
Yelp.
home it's more like a word to mouth kind
Word
of
of
thing,
mouth,
you
yeah.
know.
Mhm.
So yeah, I came back and I talked to Rita and I was like, "Hey, I think it's time to go home for 2 years." I gave myself 2 years uh to gain the experience and then come back, you know. And then right before I got out, 1 year before I got out in 2017, I ended up going to the Art Institute of Pittsburgh online.
Mhm.
And that's when I was honing my skills, bro. Like that's where I learned all the basics.
Yeah.
And I was watching this masterclass with Martin Scorsese. So he's a director, right?
Mhm.
For in the film industry, and he was
So
like
old school
saying,
gangster
yeah,
movies.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And he was saying in his masterclass, like, you can go to school and learn the basics, but you cannot do anything other than you have to have hands-on,
Yeah. Yeah.
when it comes to filmmaking, at least.
Mhm.
So that's what I did. I went online to the Art Institute, did all the whole like basic stuff, like how to control camera manually and the right composure, exposure, composition, all that. And
Yeah.
then right after that, I got out and got out of that school, got out of the military, and we were on our way to Saipan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
That's
2 weeks.
fucking
Yeah,
great. So you learn the basics in there, but like your instructor said, right? You have to fucking do this shit and do the shit.
yeah, it's all
Right.
hands
So
on.
yeah, it's all hands. But wait a minute, bro. How the fuck do you know that? Like, how you know that guy, bro?
Oh,
The guy he's talking about.
Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
Just from movies. He. Oh shit!
Like, sorry, bro.
It's
What's
huge,
the
bro. He
most
does
recent one he did with the
it's
with all
it's
the old school gangsters again.
yeah. Fuck. See, now I'm forgetting.
It was like
It's
2, 3 hours
it's an
long.
Irish movie.
Yeah, with Robert De
shit,
Niro,
now
Joe
I'm trying
Pesci.
to- yeah.
like the
all those-
Irishman or something like
Yeah,
that.
there it is. That's the one.
So
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese is one of
Yeah.
the biggest directors in film industry.
No
so,
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
sorry,
huge.
I don't know names like that. I just don't know names that I've read. Like never remember names like that.
It's just YouTube, bro. I just watch YouTube. A lot. I
Yeah.
heard his name a couple times. I'm just
I
trying to
was like,
relate, okay?
Yeah, I was like, when you said, oh yeah, yeah. I was like, what?
This guy's like,
How the fuck does he know this guy?
sure.
And it's good that you started something that you just you love. Like that's the thing about it. Some people will start businesses just to make money and they know they can make money doing it, but that shit won't last. Like that shit doesn't last long if you don't really enjoy what you're doing. If you're not really passionate about it, yeah, you can make a little bit of money here. It won't last long. Like that's just how that shit works.
Yeah,
I like the fact that also that even with Capital X, even though that is not going, you
Yeah.
chose not to give up.
Yeah.
You went to the
man.
next step. So okay, what else can I do? So you weren't afraid to, start something and then have to stop it, because I think that's what a lot of people fear. It's like, if I start this up, what if I fail?
Yeah.
I don't want to fail, so I don't want to start it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you chose to take the next step. What else can I do?
You
How
know,
do I adapt? So
yeah,
that's
it
pretty
was.
dope.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was tough, but it was also something that because of Capitaletics and like the trials and errors I went through,
Yeah.
I was able to kind of like get through things better than I did before. And I was like, okay, well, it'll be a lot easier for me because I absolutely love the hats. I love the design. I just have to stick to like the same logos and just kind of preach, like just show everybody, what the brand stands for and
Yeah.
what we're behind and it's growing as we
Yeah.
speak. I'm a very low key guy. You guys know that, but as the brand grows, like I'm growing too as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So that's what I love.
Yeah, you learn more and more. Like that's the good part about it. Right? Like you said, you had Capletics, and then but you learned from all that stuff. Like
sure.
even though it didn't work out, you learned from
Yeah.
like how that
You didn't
worked.
start from zero
Yeah.
when you started up.
Yeah.
The next step.
And then,
you
so
know?
you have all
Yeah.
those lessons that you learned and you brought it into,
Yeah.
and then that's why how it can be more successful. Like a lot of, like Mark just said, like a lot of people, like if one thing fails, they just won't, just like, I
They're
don't want
scared
it
of
to-
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm scared to try again. I don't want it. But that's props to you for sure. So
Thanks,
like
bro, yeah.
just trying to start again, do something else that you love. It's not just,
Yeah.
oh, I failed, so I got to do something that I'm for sure is going to be successful. You don't know that, right?
Right.
You go into it again blind. You're blind. You don't know if it's going to work out, but you're willing to go try.
for sure.
And
Yeah.
much props to you bro, for doing that. If they know your sister, then they hopefully they trust her enough to do
Yeah,
what
and
you
you
were
know,
doing since you're the one that trained her.
it's so
Mhm.
crazy because my sister's back in Taipan right now, right? And like she cannot find a lash tech, right? No one can lash her. So Denton
Yeah, so
will lash her, and I looked at it. I was like, dude.
was it good?
I was like, bro, are you sure you want to do photography or like more? You want to learn how to lash because it was pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, dude, it's better than my sister's first time. Jeez.
He got the good hands. For
Mhm.
it.
He did it. So I don't know. It might be like a family thing. Who knows? Who
You're gonna have to
knows,
change the
right?
name and everything. Change the whole name.
Yeah. So and I also want it to be like, dude, I'm just trying to. I want to be like, I want to be big. Not so big, but I just really want to
No,
like.
you want to be big.
Yeah, I want to be big.
Don't downgrade it. We want to be big.
Yeah.
You should have fucking big dreams like
Yeah,
that.
I really
Fuck all
do.
that.
I want that 7-figure, 8-figure shit.
Yeah.
Like that's my
Goal.
motivation.
Yeah, there's
I don't
nothing-
want my husband to work anymore, and he can just run my business. There's like a lash brand in Vegas. It's called Live Bay Lash. It's a husband and wife team.
Mhm.
So
Wow.
it's just
shit.
crazy, like that they both work together. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So I kind of want that for me and my husband.
Yeah. And he would just help with the business. He's not gonna do
Yeah,
lashes.
no.
So he's just helping
Do all
with
the
business.
runs, the
Yeah.
Starbucks run, all
Yeah.
that, the Puga run.
Sounds like an
Yeah.
assistant.
Yeah. I mean,
you
shit.
know,
That-
no,
that's
really run the
badass.
business.
That's
He's
dope.
really good at all that. And
Yeah.
yeah,
That's badass, man.
That's
See,
dope.
I like big dreamers. I'm a big dreamer. So
yeah,
I like big dreamers, and you shouldn't hold yourself back.
no,
We're not there yet. And we just
No.
keep building to try.
yeah,
to
and
get
it's
there.
okay. It takes time too. It's like,
Yeah.
but if you keep thinking about it though, like if you
Yeah.
keep thinking and thinking about it and you can't get out of your head, go and fucking do it.
Yeah, just keep fucking.
Just
working
go and
towards
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter also like how many times you fail.
Yeah,
That's what I've learned growing, like all the years, of like being out here. What I learned was that you can keep failing so many times, dude, as long as you keep going and you can continue to do it.
Yeah, just keep trying.
Yeah, and to me, it's like I can fail, whatever. And always, my only advice is, I've always said this, like, man, if you're not uncomfortable, then you're just not growing.
Yeah.
That's really the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we're not the only ones that fucking
was
say
gonna
it.
say,
all.
Yeah,
yeah,
like
that-
you really
yeah.
need to like feel uncomfortable to be good at something, you know?
Yeah, like, cause you have,
Yeah.
like, if we stay comfortable, if we stay comfortable, we're just doing the same shit over. and
Yeah,
over.
dude.
That's just all it is.
And that's what I also notice, you know. I notice with like people around me, you
Yeah.
know, like they're just scared to make a move sometimes, you know, and I'm just like, shit, just
Because-
do a little bit, just
Yeah.
try a little, you know, a little bit, get like put your foot out just a little bit,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just feel it, you know, because you don't know.
yeah, because
You
we know
know?
a lot of people that they have fucking ideas, right? They have
Mhm.
things that they
Yep.
want to do. They talk about it all the time.
Mhm.
So why haven't you done anything to do it?
Yeah.
Just do it, because you know why? They're like, we talk about it all the time. That people are scared of judgment. They're scared of what other people are gonna
Yep.
say about them. They're scared to fail. Like you just said, like being scared to fail is gonna stop you from so much shit. Like you just what, and so what if you fail? Just
Dude,
fucking
I'm
go.
like,
Like no, we're
Yeah,
gonna fucking. I
'cause-
say today was gonna be another fucking great day. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna make it happen. you
And
know?
I'm blessed I have the
Yeah,
opportunity. Yeah, it's
exactly,
changing the
exactly.
mindset, bro, because it's true, bro. Like negativity sticks.
Yeah.
The minute you say one negative thing to yourself, that shit start flowing.
Yeah.
Like
more and more
like
negative
that shit
stuff
rapping to you.
Yeah, more and
I'm
more
tired.
negative.
I don't want to do this. I'm not gonna do this. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Instead of like, oh, I got the opportunity to do this and just get down and fucking do it. You
Yeah,
know,
and I feel like if anybody like even tested this theory, right? Like if you just tested that, like every time something happens, like something bad happens, and I do this on a daily, bro. Like there's so much, so
Yeah.
much crazy stuff happens like around me, and I don't react to it. I don't like that cannot drive.
That
Like what's
cannot
happening
change you,
outside of
bro.
me is not gonna drive the way I feel in my head,
Exactly.
right? So like there could be something so stupid like people around me complaining, bitching about whatever the hell they're going through, right? It's like okay, I'll take that in, try and
Yeah.
whatever, talk. We gotta converse about it. But that's not gonna drive the way that I'm thinking
Yeah.
the rest of the day. And even like I really try to keep myself away from that kind of shit anyway.
yeah.
But that's not gonna affect the way I'm already thinking.
Yeah.
Like, the way I'm thinking sticks. It's staying there.
It's gonna stay the
Like
same.
I'm
yeah.
not gonna change.
And that's
because
what I'm
of
saying.
the
Not
external
allowing,
shit.
not allowing nobody, you know what I mean, to
Yeah.
really interfere with your path. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because all these little things, like that's where discipline come in. You
Yeah.
know, because if you're disciplined, even like you see a dog that's disciplined, like a pit bull, he will still stare at his owner. You keep fucking trying to slap him. He's
Yeah.
not looking at you. But the minute his owner say go, he go. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like that's the focus of
Yeah.
it. You know that we gotta have. It's just
It's like,
And so it just felt like we were left out as a group because people looked down upon us. And so I wanted to incorporate that, not the negative side,
Yeah, yeah.
but like the positive side of bringing people in, letting people feel welcome where they belong, where we all just respect each other and coexist. And so that's the meaning behind Kingdom, just feeling like you're welcome.
Yeah.
And so our saying is, come as you are, because the idea is not to judge anybody by their differences. It's to accept everybody for their differences and learn and grow together and see what we can build from being different. It's always good to look outside the box. And a lot of people from different cultures, they bring that. And that's what America is about. And sometimes people forget that.
Yeah.
And so that's what Kingdom. Sorry, I apologize
good. I like
for that
that.
long explanation.
No.
I didn't know how else to say it, but
No, but it comes from somewhere,
Right.
It comes somewhere. It comes from somewhere deeper than just a fucking name, bro.
Right.
Like, and you're like people get inspired or they have these ideas because of things that they go through in their own lives, right? And it's like you fought for this country, and it's like you said, you just want to be a part of something, and that's what the Army did for me too. I know it did for you. Best camaraderie you can fucking feel anywhere, but you started something to bring people together. And that's what I think, that's what I really like about you, and I see what you do all the time, and it's like you do so much for the Costa Rican community, man. Like I fucking see you sending school bags and shit back home, and for the kids, taking care of people, and then you take care of your people that are out here. It doesn't matter if they're in the same city as you or nothing.
There's nothing more painful than actually truly facing everything, no matter what it is. I've never once turned to, marijuana, drinking, any of that. And I've never turned, like I never felt that I need to.
You didn't use it as a crutch. That wasn't something to fall
Yeah,
back on.
exactly. I didn't want to again because I already had it in my head that, you know, Risha, like this is, you see how everybody else turned out. You know, if you want better, do better.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah.
And you like, cause you talk about like, cause you talking about like the physical abuse and stuff like that. You're talking about childhood shit, and then like I know like even in your, like you talk about because you have a son, and you know you talk about you had you know relationship issues back then during that time, and you know like going through all of that, even with you know even though you went through all of that, like still coming out on the other end with a pure heart still, you know, still trying to give, still trying to do good. When you know, like, shit's been going dirty for you. Like,
That's what I was going to pick up on earlier, too. It's like, you still coming out, you're still willing to help. You're still willing to give. Whereas other people, they cut and that's done.
And they can turn into a victim like that. So they take that victimhood, they use this, like, life's treated me like shit. So I'm going to treat everybody else like that. So I'm going to treat everybody else like that. Because this is what, like, you can flip it however you want. You can make every excuse you want, but, you know, you decide which path you want to take, whether or not, like, and it's always like, we always talk about it, like adversity. That's one of our biggest things that we talk about. The more you go through, the stronger you are. It's happening for you, not to you, you know. It's happening so that you can learn from those situations and so that you can be better, you know, yourself. If you need to pull yourself from that situation, that's the time. You know, you just learn what happened, get out of the situation. But like,